sake.
Whether Appalachia has always been your home or you're a more recent arrival, this next song is for you. Ain't no use in diving. What's the use of diving?
The hell is this? Where's Thorpe? You got that old diaper pail on your side? So the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers. Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubbyhole and you think you can start making demands? Think again. David's trophy, huh? Wow, you must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want, before I get back to retaking Appalachia. You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground. Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then? Sure as shit ain't falling for it now. Efficacy, huh? Maybe you do know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I got my own straight-line solution. Kill 'em all. Got a raid against a group of Scorch going down right now. Why don't you head on over? See a real plan in action. What are you talking about? Yeah, so we might lose a couple people. So what? We got numbers. Oh, I'll take that bet. You'll see. We're back. We ain't gonna let anyone stand in our way. Head out to their location and find Aldrich. Tell him I sent you. Once you got it all wrapped up, head back to our base. It's the crater. Built out of that old space station. Believe me, you can't miss it.
Who the hell are you? Well, ain't I flattered. Sure she ain't gonna be too happy to see those Scorch rode over us like nothing. With my luck, I'm just gonna end up like one of them things. Solutions? Best news I heard all day. You got some cure or something? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need it. Well, what the hell is it then? Do I look like I'm in the mood for bullshit right now? You want to kill me? Hey, I don't think I'm quite ready for drastic measures here. There's no guarantee I'll be one of them. Please, look, I'm begging you. Just say you never saw me. No one has to know, and you'll never see me again. Shit, like that makes me feel any better? I'm just not ready for this. Let me take my chances. If I turn, I'm stuck in this trailer, and no one gets hurt. Oh, thank God. And I thought you were gonna kill me no matter what I said. Maybe I got hours. Maybe days. I just want to come to terms with this. On my own time, you know? And please don't let Meg know. Just tell her the Scorched got me. Thanks. You know, Meg's tough, but she's the first leader I've had that gives a shit. And I don't want this on her shoulders. You've done enough for me. So, now if you don't mind, I'm ready to be alone and see this through. I can't thank you enough. You won't regret this.
Oh yeah. Tell Ren to make sure people look out for salvageable supplies on that next raid. That last haul is beyond repair.
You must be that rookie Meg's talking about. Gonna save us all? Not by the look of it.
I hope we find some other kids. Grown-ups are so boring sometimes.
This place is way better than Sunnytop.
Yeah, if you don't get...
Hell yeah. Always be upgrading.
So many humans around. Makes head hurt.
For the greater.
You no hurt, rah-rah,
Long day
ever.
Scorched things if we'd stuck with Margie.
I wonder if there's other kids out there like
Feel
me.
pretty stupid now.
I want someone to play with who isn't a grown-up.
Yeah, we play lots of games, but she's not always good at the games. Maybe because she's so big? Sometimes I hide and she tries to find me, but she never can, and I just get bored and... It would be more fun if there was another kid like me. Nope, it's just me. I'm an only child. Meg said she thinks I'm real tough and I must have raised myself, at least until Gale found me. She said the only family I ever need is all the people at the crater, so they're like my brothers and sisters. Yep. Ren said in just a couple of years I'll be a big bad raider just like her. But Axel said I shouldn't grow up too fast. But I don't care what he says. Boys are dumb sometimes. I want to grow up and be big and strong, just like Meg and Gale. Yeah, if you don't get killed first.
Nice to have a conversation with one of you. A lot of your people would like nothing better than to wipe us out. Or at least try to. But that would be tough. Just ask Foundation. I think they're fighting against a basic truth. The world's ended. Civilization, laws, and all that government propaganda is more dead now than it was before the war. Now, the sooner they learn that,
Because nothing can get to her.
the better.
You ever see a scorched or super mutant take an elevator? They're too stupid.
Maybe a touch of envy. Sounds like you had some sweet digs, while the rest of us, not so much. The other thing is impressed. Considering how different you all are, it's a wonder the Overseer kept you all alive. You like? Finding a tuxedo isn't all that hard these days. A million empty stores around. But keeping it freshly laundered, now that's my trade secret. Anytime.
Look who finally showed up. Where's Aldridge? Shit. I knew Aldridge was taking too long. Thought for sure Aldridge and his crew would have beaten him. Never would have imagined they'd end up like one of those... things. As much as I hate to believe it, you're right. And besides, we made a deal. I'll make the announcement. You hold up your end of the bargain. Be seeing you real soon, 7-6.
Is it daytime out there? You can lose track of time down here. Nice to meet you and all that. See? Some of us have manners. Meg's old diehard though. Don't expect any peace and cures from them. But it takes all sorts. What don't I do? As all the layabouts and chemfiends do their thing, seems like it's up to me to fix everything. Not that I'm complaining, but... it gets old sometimes, you know? It's a tough world out there, and you need someone tough to see you through it. Meg's alright, I guess. I was with Lev's crew before we joined her. Meg gets all the credit, but the whole place would fall apart if not for Lev, Lou, and certain others. Just some old gang around these parts. I hear they were lost to the Scorched Plague. Only the fans who followed Meg made it out alive. She had the sense to leave before the worst of it. So she gets a lot of respect from her people.
We're thinking of hiding out near the train
Sure.
tracks by a fountain.
Whatever you say.
See if we can't shake down a few people and find some good stuff. Want in?
No way. I ain't walking all the way down there. Further south I go is Morgantown.
Oh, come on, we need a fourth. What else is your lazy ass gonna do around here anyway?
Liv, That's what. Who knows what scorch beasts or wendigos or other bullshit creatures you'll run into on your way down there. Count me out.
So you're the one we ain't supposed to kill. Better watch yourself, pal.
Well, people around here think we're stealing their shit. Don't they know we were here first?
Still can't believe they're all dead. David, Archie, Freddy. None of those groups survived.
That doesn't surprise me as much as the others.
You moving in here too, or what?
The Brotherhood of Steel. The damn Free States.
Look who we have here. Well, they call me Surge, as in surgeon. But I'm no doctor. I can put a round in a mole rat's buck teeth at 1,000 meters, though. My dad had me shooting as soon as I could hold a pistol straight. He's gone now. Killed 3 Yaguar with a pistol once. But he couldn't stop his own chicken from quitting on him. After my dad died, I walked the Appalachian Trail. Figured why not? Spotted Lev in a firefight with some super mutants through my scope. Thought to myself, now that's a man I need to know better. Have a great day. I will.
Screw up Brother Creed do now?
There's gotta be some better loot around.
Yeah, we've got each other's back. Of course I'm pulling his fat out of the fire most of the time. He tries, but I'm not so sure he's tough enough to survive here on his own. I came with Creed. We heard you could make your own fortune here, and they didn't care where you came from.
Can't believe Rhodes is still going strong.
Yeah,
on top of the
they'll
world.
gut you like a fish and strip your corpse for caps, but I don't know, at least they're upfront about it. Those Foundation settlers will gossip and lie about you behind your back. Before you know it, you'll have no
They can fire
friends.
a gun.
Here, if I prove myself,
Breathe
they
a
won't
full of
judge
shit, or
me.
you've been hanging out with Munch way too long.
Not if I see you first.
I think it's time to pay those settlers a visit. Can't let them miss me too much.
Anybody in this goddamn place understand the concept?
They better hope coming here pays off.
Pay you back. Sounds like you need to take your promises to someone
Gotta be
willing
some
to
better
listen.
loot around
no
here.
caps, no
Tired of
business,
this same
and that's the
shit.
way it is.
Hey, no sudden movements. Watch it.
You better watch it.
Any luck with the newcomers yet? They convinced to accept our help? Good. I knew I could count on you. I've been looking into where we can mass produce the inoculation. Some of the obvious choices are messy, but if you just sit back and ask yourself, who could have manufactured a lot of specially formulated liquid in sterile packaging, it becomes obvious. Exactly. Great minds, huh? The local plant even has all the equipment to make experimental beverages. Perfect for us hacking in the inoculation. The current occupants were giving me some trouble, though. I could use your help on this one. Meet you there?
Yeah. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Huh. Some new clothes. Getting real muddy. Oh, nice to finally see a friendly face. Ah, it gets lonely out here. It's great to have someone to talk to. How's it going today? Well, that's great to hear. Most people are just so down on their luck. Well, I wish you luck on the rest of your day.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
This is it. We need to get the power up and running and reformulate the machines for the inoculation. Fire everything up and try not to get killed.
Not about
Nuka-Cola scientists were trying chemical substitutions to make new flavors. That's how we're gonna trick it into making the inoculation. We just need to figure out how to mix soda ingredients to produce human antibodies. Easy, right? That's added your blood sample as an ingredient. I guess that technically makes you Nuka-Cola's newest flavor. Actually, maybe don't think about that too much. That's it! Now, we just need to restart the reactor. Then we can manufacture the formula. Tried jump-starting them, but the reactors are completely shot. Bad power couplings. Good job. That'll be enough.
Systems nominal. Weapons hot.
Keep an eye out. All kinds of things make their home in these old factories. I'm sorry. I just can't help but wonder what it was like to actually work here. I mean, can you believe this? That's it! Freedom from the plague, in a bottle. While you're handing those out, I'll start organizing things here and get a plan in place to get more to whomever needs them. Meet me back in Sutton when you're done.
How you doing?
I wonder if Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
Civilization is being rebuilt, right here in Foundation.
Whoa! Everyone can see you're on chems. Go sleep it off.
Seems like as soon as we fix one thing in this place, another breaks. We're ready to hand out the inoculation as soon as it's here. What's this? Nuka-Cola? Nice looking label, I guess. What gives? Fine. Everyone could use a drink anyway. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
If I catch you stealing my stuff...
Still waiting on you for that inoculation, 7-6. This is the inoculation you promised? Bottles of Nuka? You best start talking, 7-6. Fine, whatever. Shove a bottle of anything under the nose of my crew, they'll drink up. I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
You better watch it.
The inoculations, they're on their way? What a relief, huh? We'll get shipments up and running in case that first batch wasn't enough. Look, I know you're doing more than your fair share of the work. Don't think I didn't notice. Thank you. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest? A few other people from 76 made the trek into the mountains to find this treasure we keep hearing about. It's a vault. Vault 79. Sealed tight, with no obvious way in. The rumor mill about what's inside is running wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military. Over 25 years in the making for me, but it's time to finally see what it's hiding. Meet you there?
Listen up. All Blood Eagles out there are invited to a show. We captured Beckett. If you want to see blood, roast a pig, then come on down to Poseidon. Bring your friends. If they ain't Blood Eagles, they'll get shredded too.
Looking for a new career? Like working with your hands? Finding solutions to challenging problems? Fixing complex machinery in exciting environments? Then it's time you join the Hornwright Industrial Auto Miners Support Squads. We're looking for talented men and gals interested in earning good pay for hard work, keeping Hornwright Industrial's fleet of advanced auto mining robots active and kicking. Pop by the Hornwright recruitment booth in downtown Charleston and sign up today.
Unidentified intruders detected. Search. Commencing attack on hostile target.
I
know that.
Not me. Honor. The order will be restored. Heard. Area and security over. Seer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents.
Didn't you hear me coming? Now I have to... Oh, I'm sorry. Simulation is still being set up. Maybe you should talk to Professor Bot. We're not quite ready yet. Sorry. Oh, we're not ready yet. Sorry.
You should talk to Professor Bot. Simulation isn't ready yet.
Attempt to flee. You will be identified and sanctioned.
Oh, I'm sorry. Simulation is still being set up. Maybe you should talk to Professor Bob.
The Overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Voltic University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. The condition of the outside world is not my problem. I see neither of you are going to relent. Very well. There is a problem you can help me with. This university needs graduates, and while your overseer has already been through the program, you are living and breathing enough to join this year's class.
This is ridiculous. Even if we had 4 years to waste, which we don't, the university is empty. There's no professors anymore.
Emergency protocols allow the Mr. Handy janitorial staff to run entrance straight through to the final exam. Their ability to run the vault simulation is experimental, but more than adequate for the task. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow. There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads. That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, People noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye. No. There's no evidence, no weapon, not one speck of blood. I'm at a loss, Overseer. Need you to make sense of all this. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
Overseer, I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you. Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here. How can I help? Oh no, there's a full medical staff. They're bandying about somewhere, as usual. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester. Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum. Some treatments can seem horrible at first, but it's the welfare of the patients and everyone around them that we must concern ourselves with. But it's your decision, of course. Let me know if you want to discuss it again later.
Working hard, Overseer.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine. Huh. Fine. When you're ready to step up and be the Overseer, you let me know.
Stella, Dr. Loris's assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least the vault will be safe.
Did you have a question, Overseer? You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good. At once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area! We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
All clear. Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you. Yes, I suppose we had a deal. You are officially a graduate of Vault-Tec University, entitled to access to all areas. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bott.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find in the restricted wing will be even better. This is it. Somewhere past this maintenance maintenance area is the restricted wing.
Yeah, that hurt.
A little help? Oh no, not today. A little help?
All systems nominal. Weapons. Hot.
Here, this has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion
transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tech's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tech's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tech.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Not as much today, but that's just it. Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government. I doubt it. I think something must have gone wrong. The American government should have come to reclaim the gold. They should be here, but there's no point worrying about all that. We need to get into that vault ourselves, and more importantly, we need help to do it. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Do me a favor, talk to both of them. I doubt they'll work together, but we'll want all the options on the table. Gotta love gift.
Have you seen those Mothman cultists yet? Straight out of the loony bin, I tell ya.
Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. That tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it. Well, if that don't pique my interest, please, go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79? This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me? Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6. Ooh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. Your overseer came through on the wide distribution over here. Guess we'll hold off on raiding that old nuka plant. For now. Come on, toss those vault plans up on the board for me. All right. Seems pretty legit. I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig? Showing your cards early, 7-6. Look, I may be a nasty cutthroat survivor, but I stick by my word. I won't yank your chain. Not like that bitch Rose. I don't know, 50% of whatever we take in? Now remember who's gonna do all the heavy lifting in there. If the treasure's half as good as you say, it should be more than enough to set you up for life. And if you impress me enough, maybe you get to roll with us. That is, long as you're cool with people calling you a raider.
These vault rumors better be true. I feel like we're just wasting our time down here. It's way better than up north.
As long as Meg's got a plan, I'm good. She's kept us alive since I joined up, and...
We can get the flock big enough, we can add chicken.
I wonder if Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
Is it yins or yous or y'all? Take it.
keep coming around. At this rate, we'll have to get you to build a house for yourself. Oh, wait. You dwellers have that whole camp thing going on. What? You want us to build a vault? That's a little outside of our usual work order. Huh? Oh, I see. Interesting. Client was obviously paranoid about security. Lasers, turrets, super thick walls. This is about that treasure, isn't it? So it's not bull after all. It's in this vault, and you want us to help you get it. You got some grand scheme to reignite the basis of capital, and all that other money talk the lobbyists on the Hill would always yammer about. That's all well and good, but my concern is how that gold can help us right here, right now. How it can help the people of Foundation. Look, let's say I believe you. A structure like this, you need some serious equipment to do any demo work. Yeah, well, I mean, we could start thinking about the rest of this nonsense. Laser tripwires? How the hell are we gonna handle that? Oh well, one thing at a time. You get us a big enough drill, we can find the right spot to hit. Every structure's got its weak point. That's, the mining conglomerate, right? Yeah, that might just work. I'll start talking to folks about how we can crack the rest. You keep up your end, we might just be in business.
Have you seen my tools? Oh, never mind. Just spotted them.
Hey, thanks for helping me out back there. I talked to Paige about this plague of yours, and made sure he takes this inoculation seriously. That Nuka-Cola inoculation of yours was a pretty smart concoction. I never would have thought to use that old manufacturing plant.
I've made a lot of friends here in Foundation. Nobody special yet, if you know what I mean.
Ward says our walls and turrets will keep the raiders out. I hope he's right.
Well, we've arrived. We're finally here. Damn sight better than the pit. Hopefully we can make a better go of things. Now that folks will be afraid to start families. Some of us forgot what green living things look like after the war. The only green we saw was the poison lingering in the air of the capital when we left on the last train out of Union Station. There's so much energy to build when you finally think things might be able to last. It's a home. A real home. Finally.
we can set up more settlements like Foundation. I've got friends out there that didn't want to come with me.
Go for a hoagie. Sandwich. Hey, fellow dweller. How's it going? Let me know if you see any repairs I should add to my list. The ever-growing, unending list.
We no longer.
Oh, I'm sore all over.
Water ice.
Oh,
Water
this
is
place
not
up is hard work.
also ice. Do not ask for water ice at Sunny's.
What's that, John?
Core systems. Initializing. Target acquired.
User detected. Connecting. Connection established.
Debug process initiated. Attempting to make contact with primary transponder signal. Primary transponder signal not found. Senior Executive Daniel Hornwright not found. Failsafe procedure initiated. Searching registered location logs for recent signal detection. Recent signal detected at Hornwright Estate safe room. Proceed to the location to complete failsafe procedure. Hornwright Estate and safe room access cards are required for entrance. Motherlode follows.
Invalid credentials. Access denied.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
area clearance detected. Initiating breach procedure. All workers, please evacuate to safe distance immediately.
What now? This safe room is a lot less safe than I expected. Breach procedure?
Breach complete.
Now, wait just a minute. You can't just barge in here, robot.
Motherload.
Motherload? Oh, of course. I see. This must be some sort of failsafe directive now that I'm back in this area. How fascinating. Wait, how is it that you can speak now? You didn't say anything when I came across you earlier out in the wild. You know, you're quite terrifying.
Default audio device safe room loudspeaker is active and hardwired connection has been established.
Of course. You mustn't have a built-in device. I guess Daniel decided you didn't need a voice unless you were speaking to him. Typical.
Senior Executive Daniel Hornwright is not detected. Please provide a location for discovery and retrieval.
No. Father, Daniel, has been gone for a long time.
Confirmed. Failsafe handoff must initiate. Dr. Penelope Hornwright, do you acknowledge and accept?
Well, you're one hell of a stray dog, but yes, I'll accept.
Failsafe procedures complete. Debug mode is now enabled. Doctor, please evaluate all secondary user changes before submitting.
Well, that was exciting, to say the least. So, secondary user, eh? Who the hell are you? And what kind of changes is she talking about? Oh, really? What exactly do you need the Motherlode's help with? And as an aside, robots don't have friends, and don't need to be convinced to do things. If you want them to do something, you need to reprogram them. Is that all? I assume from that Pip-Boy on your wrist that you're from one yourself. Feeling homesick? I don't understand. What do they want with a vault? I saw Foundation on my way back into Appalachia. They look pretty comfortable there. There are plenty of government facilities in Appalachia. More if you head north. What's so special about this one? Well, if your new society will allow ghouls like me to join, then I'll help. Otherwise, you can beat it. I've seen plenty of folks try to save the world since things went to hell, and all of them had their problems. Lovely. Beats only having blasted robots to talk to. No offense, Motherlode. So what's the plan? Well, I'll need a Pip-Boy for a mobile terminal. Not yours, don't worry. I'll need a full construction kit so I can add some extra circuitry. Also, I'll need something I consulted on years ago. A circuitry schematic that could have changed everything if we hadn't blown ourselves up. I'll install an untethered communication setup while you're gone. That way, we can talk to her whenever and wherever we want. Like any other bot.
hope you enjoyed the simulation. I really do enjoy the part of the
Exam's
helpful
over.
security chief. I do say so.
Simulation is over. I get so nervous, you see. I hope I didn't break character. Another fine day at Voltech University. Am I right?
Intruder, identify yourself. False alarm.
Is the reward of valor.
Okay, let's try your integrated voice module again. Can you say something, Motherlode?
What would you like me to say, Doctor?
Great. Thanks.
Great. Thanks.
Ah, good gracious. She's full of dad jokes. All right, I'll add full conversational protocols to the list. Ah, you're back. I've been busy working on the Motherlode's voice interface. Have those parts for me yet? Lovely. I had a chance to crack her open while you were gone. It's not good news, I'm afraid. Well, it shouldn't take long at all to get the new guidance interface set up. However, while I was in there setting up her vocal system, I saw a lot of damage. I think she's going to need some new parts, just to be safe. Well, her data processing is extremely slow. Maybe it's not actually broken, but it certainly doesn't work. She'll need a better interpolator. She also needs a new sensor module, an altimeter for sure. Something's corroded the contacts pretty badly on both of those. Salvaging. iBots are basically just flying sensor modules, and the altimeter could be salvaged from that ridiculous plane Father hung upstairs. I'm not sure about finding an interpolator, but I saw a robot that had a human brain attached to it near Robco. I would bet that unethical monstrosity has some serious interpolation needs. I'll be here working on her conversational skills, if you need anything else.
Area secure. Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. Hostile target identified. Kill. Target detected.
Thanks. I'll take those parts if you don't mind. Next. No, she'll be ready once I finish putting those parts in. Near as I can get her on short notice, anyway. I'll head there, presently. Just need to grab a thing or two before I leave. Go over the debug stack from the part install, too. So don't worry about checking back in right away. I'm fairly hopeful she won't have exploded. Reasonably sure she won't. Tar, I'm sure Motherlode's going to have some issues for me to polish before your mission, but nothing I can't manage.